Thank you very much. We're going to move backwards in time a little bit to a masterwork from the Baroque period, and this is by the German composer Johann Sebastian Bach, and this is Jesu, Joy of Man's Desire. I forgot to mention at the beginning, if you have any sort of electronic communications device, beeper, pager, whatever, please go ahead and turn those off if you don't mind. Any children who get restless during the performance, please feel free to step to the exits on either side and come your child there. Thank you again, and we're ready to play Jesu, Joy of Man's Desire. 1973. This is a little popular number from the 50s. This is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, and this is an arrangement for band by Jim Swearengin. progress. Thank you very much. And I'd like to mention something that's going on this Saturday. Ms. Chastain, Lisa Chastain, is heading up the effort for a bake sale that we're going to be having this Saturday at ShopRite. So that's going to be happening from 9 o'clock, is that right, Ms. Chastain? 9 o'clock to 12 noon. If you would please bring some baked goods and can help out with that, bring them between 8 and 10, and then they're going to sell those out in front of ShopRite on Saturday. Would like to also mention that we have several students going on a competition trip Saturday. We have several students auditioning for the 7th District Honor Band and the All-State Band. And I'd like those students who are auditioning Saturday, please stand up so we can recognize you. It takes a lot of extra effort to get ready for that audition in addition to all the work that we already do in preparing our concerts for you, so I just want to recognize them for that. Any parents who would like to go with them on that trip, we'd love to have 1 or 2 parents ride down there with them. I, of course, will already be down at Pepperell High School getting ready to judge. I'm one of the judges that day. So if we have one of the parents ride with them, see me after the concert now, get your name down and everything. That would be great. I appreciate your help on that. Okay, we're going back to the 1700s and another Baroque period composer, another one of the great masters of the Baroque period. This is George Frederick Handel's Hallelujah Chorus from the oratorio Messiah. And some of you may know or may not be aware of the tradition associated with this piece. When orchestras or bands or choruses perform Hallelujah Chorus, it's been traditional ever since the song was first written for audiences to stand. And the story behind that goes back to King George I of England, who was a German-born prince from the House of Hanover. Of course, the bloodline ties in Europe in the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries were all very interrelated, and a prince born in Germany through inheritance could wind up as King of England. And that's what happened with King George. He was born in Germany, and he had this court composer when he lived in Hanover, and this court composer was named George Frederick Handel. Well, George Frederick Handel wrote operas and oratorios and became rather a celebrity in London. So he got permission from Prince George of Hanover to go to London to try to sell some of his oratorios and conduct a little bit, a little leave of absence. So he got on a boat and went over there, and he liked it real well. He was making a pretty good bit of money. He was popular. He was a celebrity in London. And back in Hanover, he was just another servant. And he liked London real well, so he didn't come back when the Prince of Hanover called for him. And it was okay because Hanover's all the way across the channel, and nobody's going to come over and bother a little court composer. I mentioned the bloodlines a minute ago, didn't I? Prince George of Hanover, upon the death of the King of England, was the next heir to the throne. So Prince George became King George of England and went to London, of course, and who should be there but his wayward court composer, George Frederick Handel. He was a little unhappy, to say the least, and to get out of the doghouse, so to speak, George Frederick Handel took this biblical text, the Messiah, the oratorio, the Messiah is drawn from a wonderful biblical text set and made into an oratorio, and he put that together and presented it in a concert to the king as kind of a make-up present, and King George enjoyed the Hallelujah Chorus so well that he stood up during the song and demanded the musicians to play it a second time. So ever after in the English-speaking world, we followed that tradition. This is a piece that's performed year after year. There are festival choirs all over the world. There's a Hallelujah, there's a Messiah sing-along that the Atlanta Symphony puts on every year. And in honor of all that tradition and history, we will ask you to stand. We won't make you listen to it the second time, but ladies and gentlemen, here's the Hallelujah chorus from the Oratory on Messiah. Thank you very much. We'd like to point out the way the band is divided just a little bit. The ninth grade students are across the street at the ninth grade academy, and we have them listed as the concert band. And I'd like the ninth graders to stand up just a moment so we can see all the ninth graders. Thank you very much. And the other group is called the symphonic band, and of course we refer to the combined group as the symphonic band also. So the 10th through 12th grade group, would you guys please stand up? And now listen very closely. We'll try to trick you here. Now stay standing. Stay standing. If you're not in the 12th grade, sit down. And the ones left standing are the seniors. If we kind of got that seniors, please stand up for the seniors. Now I want to put a plug out. I want to put a little plug out for you. The best that we can discover, and my son Matt Weaver has done some research in the old yearbooks, and we've talked to some people from the community from the 50s, and we found out that 1958 was the first year that we had a band here at Murray County High School. And in 2008, we're going to try to put kind of a 50th anniversary sort of reunion type thing together. So when that comes up in 2008, we really want all the alumni of the Murray County Band Program to come back and do something on the field at one of the games with us. If we have any alumni from the band in the audience, any former members of the Murray County Band from any year, would you please stand up? And we're very proud to see such a crowd of alumni with us here tonight. We'd like to do a piece now by Edward J. Madden called Fantasy on a Bell Carol, based on the popular Ukrainian Christmas song, Carol of the Bell. Before we go on to our final selection, Ms. Russ, I believe there were some prizes that needed to be awarded. Do we have that presentation ready to go? Yes. Earlier in the year, you know that we did a fundraiser with Chatsworth Portrait Studios, and the top sellers earned certain prizes, and here to present those now is the president of our Band Booster Club, Ms. Charlene Russ.
Okay, we've got 4 different prizes to award for the Chatsworth Portrait discount cards that we sold back in September, and Brad Parker from Chatsworth Portrait is here, and he's going to be the one awarding these. Let's see the video. Okay. Okay, Whitney Winkler, if you'll come up. Okay, Dustin and Sarah won the senior portrait packages. They sold the most out of the seniors that participated in this. And then Whitney won the overall seller, and she got $100. And if y'all would just stand up here a minute, we're going to do the drawing for the iPod. Let's see, we got the little girl in the red. Will you come up here and draw one for us? The way we did this is for every card you sold, your name got put in the pot. We'll just reach in there and grab it. Brianna Grant, are you here? And I'm going to let y'all stand here with Brad and get a picture. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate you doing that. Please take time to look at the list of businesses and individuals on the back of your program. I mentioned the amount of money that the Band Boosters have been able to raise. That wouldn't have been possible without donations and all the work that's gone on. We really appreciate our sponsors. So I just want to bring your attention to those. So if these sponsors do something or have a product that you're interested in, please remember them the next time that you need that. And I would also like to thank the band parents and the band officers for all the work that they've done this fall. The Fort Mountain Classic, which was our big project during the fall, that went really well this year, and the golf tournament that we did, none of those projects would have been successful like they were without the countless hours of the people who put those together and the other fundraisers that we did, and all the things that parents did to take care of kids on the away trips, meals and chaperones, and all the wonderful things. Man, we just want to say thank you to them for all the work that they've done. And we're ready to do our last number, and as we get ready to do that, I just want to embarrass one dear and special person in my life. If Donna Weaver could stand up. I just want everybody to know what a patient person she is. She has been able to put up with me, and we've been married for, it'll be 20 years next Tuesday. And now for our last selection. This is a favorite. Miss Chastain, you have something to say. Oh yeah, people will probably want to know about the incident with the police. Ask her about that sometime. We're ready to play our last number for you now. This has been a favorite of mine for a long time. It's something we play every year, just like we did when I was in high school. We had a tradition in my old high school in Payne County. We always ended the concert with Sleigh Ride, and that's a tradition I've enjoyed having here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to our concert. We hope you have a wonderful holiday season. God bless.
Thank you.